Yeah, OTB Spreads Prediction Show presenting you MLB picks for April 23rd, 2026 on Tequila Thursday, where we pour up, pour out, and take the books with a drink in our hand. All right, guys, seeing the board really, really well on MLB. We had the Tigers today. We also had the over on the White Sox. Those were some of the top plays I had today. We started off the day with a winner as well with the Marlins and an Auto Lopez hit. So, guys, seeing the board really, really well here. We also were on the Pirates. A lot of spots I like today. Had a bad read on the Dodgers, but hey, man, that was a close game. They just went yard late, and the Dodgers just weren't driving runners in. They didn't really have any opportunities to drive runners in except about 2 innings. They only had 4 hits on the game. So 3-1 day on MLB as far as straight calls go. Got close on a couple home runs. See what happens tomorrow. But in this spot, first game up, we got the Braves and the Washington Nationals. And guys, we are working on a brand new app called Blowout Alert. It is right here. We have MLB coming here in the very near future. It's going to be great data. I highly recommend you take a look at it. The description and the link is in the bio for descriptions. Just click on descriptions, go to Blowout Alert, sign up for free. You can at least mess around with NBA until we release the MLB package. It is coming and it will be great. I tell you, it will give you a huge advantage for those looking for an edge. All right, but right back to it. We'll go over here. I like Cade Cavalli in this spot. 4.11 ERA. Braves did just beat up on them. Nationals jumped out to an early lead, early 4-1 lead, and then just gave up on it. But that's been the story with the Nationals in this series. They've been scoring early, and then their bullpen just does not hold up against these big bats. The Braves still continue to win series. They continue to I think that they've won every series so far this season. I don't think they've had a losing series yet. So Braves going to continue to roll, but I just can't buy into it with Richie on the mound. I think Cavalli is the better pitcher in this matchup. I think that the bats can stay hot enough with the Washington Nationals here. There's a lot of value on that plus 123 on the money line. I'm going to have to lean the Nationals here at home against the Braves. I think they get it done. I think it's a close game. If you're scared to take that money line, go ahead and take that run line. That's where I lean on this one. All right, and I will call these games up for you up until about the 3 o'clock slate. After that, guys, I will be live tomorrow on YouTube at 5:30 for my Tequila Thursday podcast and show. So just make sure you tune in for that, and you will get more data, more home runs, more parlays, even a deeper dive as I pick apart this whole slate tomorrow for MLB. Brewers, Tigers, we got Screwball on the mound. We all know how good Screwball is with his 2.11 ERA versus Brandon Sprout with a 6.8, I believe, ERA. Either way, Sprout is nowhere near as good as Screwball. The over-under is at 7. Look, I think the over's active here. I think that the bats get to Sprout. And the Brewers, they like to play small ball. I wouldn't be surprised if they steal a run or two even from Screwball over the course of 5-6 innings. But I like the Tigers here. I think this turns out to be, like a 5-3, maybe not a 5-3 game, maybe like a 6-2 game. 6-2, maybe even 5-2, where that 7/7 voids. But that's kind of where I've got the projection on the over-under at. I do think that it goes over here. The bats of the Tigers can get the Sprout enough to generate a couple early runs through the first 5. My lean here is the Tigers through the first 5 innings on the money line. I think they get to Sprout within the first 5. Screwball keeps the score low enough for them to win the first 5 innings. That's my lean there on the Detroit Tigers for tomorrow, guys. Target Screwball through first 5 innings, gets it done, and his hitters drive in a couple runs to get that first 5 win. All right, give me the Tigers, and you can take them on the run line or the money line, but my favorite play and my favorite lean out of this is the first 5 Detroit Tigers. All right, moving on to the next one. We got Chris Sanchez going against Edward Cabrera. 7 straight for the Cubs. They are hot. The Phillies have not won a game in this series. Can Sanchez keep them from getting swept here? Look, I like Chris Sanchez. I just think he's just too good. But these bats have been so damn hot. And Cabrera's been a solid piece. He's been a really solid piece for this Cubs team. He's 2-0 on his starts this season. I don't know how you can fade this Cubs team right now. I mean, they're hitting the ball really, really well. But once again, I'm just such a big fan of pitching. I'm such a big fan of Chris Sanchez. I'm going to have to go here and say that these bats wake up. They've thrown lefties at this Phillies lineup, and the Phillies have just not been able to hit lefties. I'm going to have to say some things change tomorrow. I do believe that the Phillies get it done with Chris Sanchez. They disrupt that Cubs lineup enough with the hot bats. Chris Sanchez is a formidable top five pitcher, in my opinion, in this league. And I believe he's able to control the first 5, 6, 7 innings. And he ends up getting, a quality start, as well as his batters driving some runs here. And I like Chris Sanchez. Once again, this is going to be a first 5 innings play for me. I like the Phillies here through the first 5. That's where I lean, and that's where I go. All right, next one up, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Rockies. And the Rockies whooped up on these Padres today. I cooked up a little parlay, 8-leg parlay, cashed all of it. Who was the team who sold the 8-leg? The Padres. Man, I did not see that coming. I felt like the bats for the Padres could get to the Rockies, but the Rockies can really hit the ball. They really can. Matt Waldron has been respectable this year. I'm not going to disagree with that. Matt Waldron has been a respectable pitcher all season long. He's had some really good starts for this team. He's held it down. I thought Walker Buehler would have a much better, much better game today. Matt Waldron has. I say that he's had some respectable starts. I should rephrase that because Matt Waldron has I want to say he leads the league with his ERA is through the roof. It's double digits. I know that. I don't have it in front of me right now. But he's had some respectable starts. It's just this Padres team is so inconsistent from the starting pitchers, in my opinion, in the rotation to the hitting in the lineup. You just don't get consistency out of this team. You get a comeback where they're down and they score 6 runs in the ninth or whatever, and you're like, wow, this team can really play ball, and they rip off a bunch of wins, and then they have the best bullpen, in my opinion, maybe in the MLB. This one's a hard one to handicap because Feltner, in my opinion, he's not that much better with a 6.1 ERA. He's 1-1 with his starts. But these bats out there have been really, really solid. Feltner's good for 4 to 5 strikeouts. I believe the Rockies can go back in here and get a win tomorrow. If not, they keep this game tight enough and close enough that I want that minus 114 at the run line. Give me the minus 114 plus 1.5 with the Rockies. That's the side I'm going to lean here in this one, guys. All right, take you guys to the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago White Sox here. Another good game here. You got Davis Martin on the mound. You've got a Soroka on the mound. Soroka's been okay this year for the Diamondbacks as well. He's not been bad, but he's had a couple he's had a couple good outings, man. He's had those 2 double-digit strikeout games, the 10 strikeout games. He's got a 2.7 ERA. He's not been too shabby this year. And Davis Martin, on the other hand, he's been good himself. He's got a really solid start. I don't think we're going to see a massive overrun like we did today on this game. I don't think that the over 9 is alive as much as it was today, and we're going to see as many runs scored. I think we've got 2 quality pitchers here in Davis Martin and Soroka. Soroka's been playing really well. FanDuel's got this at minus 152 with the Diamondbacks here. I like Davis Martin here. I like the White Sox. I like the White Sox today on the run line. They didn't get it done. I didn't, you know what I mean? I didn't have money on the White Sox, so to speak, as a straight play like I did the day before when they won. But this series is 1-1 right now. I like the White Sox to get it done again tomorrow. Go ahead and give me the White Sox here. Once again, I am going to go to the money line here on the White Sox at plus 128. Looks like MGM's got it at plus 130. So over on FanDuel, plus 128, White Sox. All right, that's where I'm going to lean. That's where I'm going to go. Davis Martin gets it done once again. He's been consistent, but Soroka he has those 2 double-digit strikeout games, but he also has 2 games where he only threw 3 and 4. So, but he is 4-0 and he's got a 2.7 ERA. I believe there's some regression there for Soroka. Give me once again the White Sox on the money line. I like the bats in that lineup with Colson Montgomery and Murakami. I think they get it done. All right. Taking you to the LA Dodgers game. Last one I'm going to handicap for you guys, and then you got to tune into my live at 5:30 for the evening slate. All right, we got the Dodgers taking on the San Francisco Giants. Giants are up on them. They've won the last 2 games. What's going on with this Dodgers team? They haven't been looking sharp. They really haven't. I'm surprised. I'm kind of taken back by this one. Logan Webb. I love Logan Webb. I'm a big Logan Webb believer. I know his ERA is at 5.4. It's not really indicative. He had that start to open up the season where he just got blasted, and they beat the hell out of him on that opening night. But Glass now has, he throws some strikeouts. He's good for 6+ almost every single game. He's got a 2-0 start. His ERA is at right around 3, maybe even sub 3. He's a really quality starter. I know that he has potential to put batters on base, but look, I don't believe in the San Francisco lineup. I wasn't on them today, and I'm not going to be on them tomorrow. I think that the Dodgers come in with a chip on their shoulder. Give me the run line here, -1.5 at plus money with the Dodgers. I think they get it done. I think they get to Logan Webb. But once again, this is going to be a great game. I believe that they win this thing. Let's call the score 5-2. 5-2 is where I think this shakes out at. Dodgers bounce back. The bats get active. They're not gonna get swept in this series. They're gonna get a win on the board here tomorrow, and I think they get it done by more than 2 runs. Give me the run line at -1.5 for the value, as well as the get back for the Dodgers. All right, that's it. That's my takes, guys, for the early slate on MLB tomorrow. Hopefully you found this information useful. If you're going to play these or you disagree with something that I've dropped, if you're on the other side of something, go ahead, drop it in the comments. Curious to hear why. Feel free to let me know. I like the Dodgers run line -1.5, White Sox on the money line. I like the Rockies on the run line +1.5. I like over here, I think Chris Sanchez gets it done. I like the first 5 innings there. Detroit, same thing. I like the first 5 innings there. And then the Washington Nationals here, you could take the run line +1.5 or money line at +110. That's where I'm at, guys. Make sure to drop a like. Make sure to subscribe. All right. What you need is in the description. Links for my premium packages. Just go ahead and click the Winible link. Use code word money. And then if you want to download my app, the Blowout Alert app here, just go ahead and go to blowoutalert.com or just click the link in the descriptions and sign up for free. All right. I'll see you next time. We're booking in one way. Live tomorrow, 5:30. See you then.